Rebecca Solnit, Men Explain Things to Me. Prepare to dive into the thought-provoking book summary of Men Explain Things to Me by Rebecca Solnit. This book tackles the pervasive issue of mansplaining, where men condescendingly explain things to women, assuming superiority and a lack of knowledge from their counterparts. Mansplaining is just the tip of the iceberg, as this summary delves into more alarming issues such as the prevalence of gendered violence, women's credibility being undermined, and the ever-present threat of physical and sexual abuse that women continue to face. The book also discusses societal responses and the power of language in addressing these issues.
Mansplaining, the sexism that intimidates women. Mansplaining reflects the sexism and men's arrogance regarding women's knowledge, yet it affects even celebrated women like the author of this book. The term became so popular that in 2010 it was named the Word of the Year by the New York Times. The phenomenon implies that men often explain things to women in a condescending and patronizing manner, believing that they are less knowledgeable or intelligent. Although the term suggests that only men do it, women can be guilty of it too, but less often. In some cultures, this behavior is even more extreme, implying that a woman's word is less reliable than a man's. However, the author's message is clear: the only way of overcoming mansplaining is by fostering mutual respect and recognizing women's expertise. Women's realities. Women face various forms of violence and discrimination daily, with alarming statistics showing their vulnerability. The systemic nature of gender-based violence is often overlooked, with attempts at justification rather than root cause identification. Women who speak out against misogyny are subjected to even more violence. Violence against women comes in different forms, including threats and actual physical abuse. It is high time society starts paying attention to these harsh realities. The power of #YesAllWomen. The #YesAllWomen hashtag took the internet by storm after a 22-year-old man murdered 6 women in California. The hashtag served to counter the typical male responses that derail conversations on violence against women and distance men from the problem. It addresses the systemic gender violence that women face worldwide and sheds light on the fear they endure daily. The power of #YesAllWomen lies in its ability to bring awareness to the issue and the fact that women's stories of sexual abuse are often discredited and dismissed. The hashtag sheds light on global issues related to the abuse of women, such as bride burnings, honor killings, and rape being used as a weapon of war in Sudan and the Congo. The silenced cries of women. Women's cries for help regarding sexual violence are frequently silenced by men to maintain control. Rapid attention was provided to laws incriminating domestic violence around the 1970s, much after the initial introduction of Married Women's Property Acts in 1870 and 1882. Reproductive rights discussions have also been a topic where the desire to control women is remarkably evident. Abusers use techniques to undermine a female's credibility to manage them. Women who speak up about sexism or abuse are frequently dismissed as delusional, hysterical, or altogether unable to understand humor. Moreover, men usually try to reframe themselves from perpetrators to victims by accusing women of making fake allegations. Unbelievably, false rape accusations only account for less than 1% of rape cases. Criticizing women for speaking out only deepens the wound caused by abuse. Fighting gendered violence. The fight against gendered violence has made progress, but there is still much to do. A big step forward is acknowledging that misogyny and sexism are societal problems that don't only affect women. The 2012 gang rape and murder of Jyoti Singh in New Delhi sparked outrage, leading to better legal processes. While domestic violence statistics remain high, they've dropped in recent decades. Conversations using new vocabulary, such as rape culture, which refers to the normalizing or trivializing of sexual assault, help raise awareness. Calling out instances of sexism also helps to eliminate the problem. Casual remarks like "she's a slut" or "I bought you dinner, so I deserve to sleep with you" contribute to rape culture. These problems are deeply embedded in society and require collective effort to eliminate them.
In conclusion, this summary of Rebecca Solnit's Men Explain Things to Me draws attention to the systemic and deeply ingrained gender issues women endure in today's world, from casual sexism to more sinister forms of gendered violence. Recognizing misogyny as a global problem and having an open dialogue about its consequences helps to combat it at the societal level. This book summary highlights astonishing statistics on gender-based violence, touching on various individual cases and global instances that expose the widespread nature of misogyny. The adoption of key terms like rape culture and mansplaining not only helps to articulate the gravity of these issues but also acts as a platform for sparking conversations and inviting people to challenge and dismantle societal ills.